There are 3 simple steps to creating wealth. In today's video, I'll explain to you what the ultra wealthy do to be crazy rich. What's good, everybody? My name is Hafiz. I'm one of the co-founders of The Standard. The Standard is a private membership community that improves the health, wealth, and relationships of 6-figure earners through like-minded communities and a personal strategies for success. And what I want to walk you through is what I am currently doing and so many other 6-figure earners are doing to be able to get crazy rich. And it requires 3 different steps. So step 1 is where you trade time for skills. Step 2 is where you trade skills for money. And step 3, which is the wealthy phase, this is where you trade money for time. So step 1 is really for people who are trying to get to 5 figures. Okay, that's step 1. And what you need to be doing on step 1 is trading your time for skills. So I want to do a quick aside before I jump into this. So many men make the mistakes of trying to use level 3 wealth creation strategies when you're at level 1. And they'll say, oh, my time is valuable, so I don't need to do that. Oh, my time is valuable, I don't need to do that. Oh, well, I was told that I need to do X, Y, Z. In my personal opinion, that's not how it works. You want to make sure that you're doing things in the right sequence. I love how PBD always talks about the importance of sequencing. So in step 1, what you're doing is you're trading the only asset that you have, which is your time, to gain more skills. Because here is the reality. Right now, your time is not valuable. No one cares. No one will pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars to speak. No one will pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars for consulting. So as a result, you need to be building your skills. And the 2 major ways you need to be building your skills is by taking time to go to one of 2 places. 1 is YouTube University, and 2 is Barnes & Noble or the library. YouTube has so many free resources if you are a person trying to get better in sales, if you are a person trying to get better in video editing, if you want to get better in coding. YouTube has so many amazing skills, and it definitely, if you are somebody who doesn't have the most amount of money, what I highly advise, what I used to do back in the day, was go to Barnes & Noble and read the books for free. Right? You don't have to literally take them home. Just go to the business section, whatever it is, and spend your time there as well as the library. Because what I found is that the number 1 thing that every single wealthy person in their life has done is they've mastered at least 1 skill. So be spending all of your time. But here is the problem that so many guys do on level 1, but I don't want to spend too much time here, but I want to talk about it, is you waste your time for useless skills. Because here's the reality. Everyone is gaining skills with their time. Everyone's literally doing it. But the question is, what skills are you gaining? A lot of you guys, you're masters at Minecraft. A lot of you guys, you are masters at Fortnite. And yes, in today's world, can that get some people paid through streaming XYZ? But guess what? Most of you guys, that's not the case. A lot of you guys are masters in Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of you guys are masters in freaking anime. Guess what? I'm sorry. Those skills are not going to create the best results for your life. So you want to be able to invest your time, energy, and talent into skills that will actually generate wealth. And now let's get to the next part. Level 2. This is where you trade your skills for money. So for most of the guys in the standard, they're 6-figure earners. And so at this level, that's when you break into 6 figures. So what the guys do is, I see a lot of guys, they spend hours learning coding, hours getting good at real estate, hours getting good at being an engineer, hours learning how to run a business, hours, growing in finance. They spend all these hours to gain skills, and sometimes they even go to school to gain those skills as well. And then once your skills have reached a certain level, then you can trade your skills for money. And here's the reality. A lot of you guys, that's what you're doing, right? And if you're a level 1 guy, you're still doing this, but you're trading your skills for a little bit of money, right? Because you have low skills, you have to work a minimum wage job, and that's where you're at 5 figures. But when you've developed great skills and when you have become a specialist in one area, that's when you can be able to demand a six-figure salary. Guys, the market is the market is the market. What that means is that if you are not earning that money, that means the market has declared you're not good enough, meaning that your skills need work. So my biggest thing is that you want to be investing all of your time to constantly grow your skills. And so one of the biggest things that I feel like a lot of people will complain about is, I hate working for money. Guess what? Almost everyone has to use their skills working for money. That's just part of the game, especially when you get to level 2. But here is the main part of this video, is not just doing okay, which a lot of you six-figure earners are doing, but the secret that I want to really spend the bulk of this video is right here, which is level 3. I don't want to use the word contradictory, but it's backwards thinking if you've been conditioned in a very unhealthy way. And what level 3, and this is what people who create true wealth in this world do, they trade their money for time. It's interesting, right? Because it's like a full circle. I traded my time for skills, I traded my skills for money, then to trade my money for more time. What do you mean by that? When a lot of people talk about being financially free, what they're really talking about is not necessarily sitting down, sipping margaritas on a beach, where some people that may be the case. For a lot of people, they want to have the time and the freedom to do what they're most passionate about. Maybe that's going to be spending time with their children when they're younger. Maybe that's going to be traveling the world for a year to be able to explore the different places. Maybe that's going to be starting a business based upon your passion and not be so obsessed and, stressed out because you have to be able to pay the lights, right? So for a lot of people who want financial freedom, what they really want is the time to do what they want. And so eventually what happens is when you create enough wealth, then you're able to what they call buy your time back. And there's a few different ways of doing so, right? So for example, if you build a great skill, make a lot of money, and then as a byproduct of making a lot of money, a lot of people will then go ahead and start a business, right? And then sell the business. And then now you can be able to take the money from the business to buy back their time, right? So there's a lot of different ways, but at the end of the day, you need the money to have the freedom to buy back your time. But here is something I realized is really the secret. And honestly, this is the whole point of this video, so I probably spent too much time with the fluff. Here is the real secret about using money to buy back your time. And Alex Hormozi broke this down, and it's so freaking brilliant. You see, what happens for a lot of people is that there are two ways of learning. You can learn through your mistakes, or you can learn via the mistakes of others. So for example, if I'm trying to go down a road that I have never traveled before, and the road is filled with dead ends and weird turns and cliffs and dangerous animals, right? And I could go ahead and spend the next 2-5 years trying to navigate how to get down that road. Or I could pay somebody for their map, right? And say, yo, I'm gonna give you my money for this map. And now once I get their map, I don't have to spend the years to get to my destination. Literally, I've bought back my time to be able to get there. So the way this works is that the smartest people, and this is something that not necessarily people who are on level 3, and a lot of the level 3 people, that's when you're making 7 figures, but it's not just something for guys who are level 3. But if you really want to grow and scale your life, you want to actually steal this strategy from the level 3 guys. So what you want to do is you want to invest in masterminds, you want to invest in coachings, you want to invest in communities and mentorships to be able to get the time. Because imagine you're trying to start a 7-figure business. You can spend the next 5 to 10 years learning all the ups and downs and challenges and difficulties of how to start a business, or you can invest 15, 20, 30 thousands of your dollars into a mastermind and learn from someone who's already built a 7-figure business, and then to be able to use that skill to grow and scale your business. So to me, what I found is that, man, like the whole purpose of getting money is to use it to invest in getting your time back. And a lot of you guys have this wrong. A lot of you 6-figure earners, you were like me. You're a hoarder. You take the money, you keep it in the bank, you love these big numbers, but guess what? You're still stressed out. You're still overwhelmed. You're still banging your head trying to solve problems. No, literally take this money and invest in buying your time back. This year, I've invested over $100,000 into my own personal development. I've gone to people like Sean Cannell from Think Media, Alex Hermanzi. I've gone to so many of these great minds. I've said, yo, here is this set of money. I would like to save myself 4 to 10 years of headaches. So please show me how you navigate it and solve this problem instead of me having to go down all these dead end roads. So I want you guys to have that mindset shift right now and say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to make one investment this year into buying back my time. That can be a conference. That can be a private membership community similar to what we have in the standard. But what you want to do is surround yourself with people who have already achieved the things that you want to achieve, as well as you want to surround yourself with people who can motivate you, who can inspire you, who can give you a jetpack behind your back to accelerate you to your goals. Because the secret of everything is buying back your time. And that's why the ultra wealthy are always investing in themselves. They're always investing in education, investing in country clubs and coaching, because they realize that is a true secret. And to me, a great movie that embodies this is that Justin Timberlake movie. I think it's called In Time. Such a great concept. So guys, I hope that helped. Hope you understand the 3 steps of wealth. I hope you guys start now investing more and more of your money into getting your time back. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.